しょう作りましょうさてさて何ができるかな
Okay, so we're making tamagoyaki, which is a rolled omelet, and we're going to start by warming up 3 tablespoons of second dashi stock. So remember that's water and then first dashi stock added in there, and then 2 tablespoons of mirin, a teaspoon of soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. The finer the better, because that way it dissolves easier, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to mix these together in the pan while we warm it up. We're warming up the liquid to help it dissolve the sugar and the salt easier. Just mix that up in the pan to get it nice and warm and all integrated until you can't see any of the granules anymore and it's just one solid liquid. Okay, and we're going to do what's called tempering. We have 6 beaten eggs here, and we're going to add just a little bit into the pan. And then we're going to mix that up. And the reason that you do this is so that when you add it to the eggs, the hot liquid doesn't instantly cook the eggs. So it just kind of cooled it down a little bit. And then we add that into the bowl of eggs. I know it's off screen there. You can't really see what I'm doing above the bowl, but you see the bowl right here. And then once again it's off screen, but go ahead and mix it as best you can to get it integrated. And then you add a little bit of oil to the pan just so that doesn't stick. And swish that around. Get it nice and evenly coated. And then you're going to pour 1/3 of the egg mixture into the pan. And I know it looks really clear and odd right now, but give it time to set, and there we have it set. It's still a little runny in there, but that's what we want. We want it mostly set, and then we're going to loosen up around the edges here, and then flip it as gently and carefully as we can, and then just try and roll it over to the other side of the pan, and tilt the pan if you need to help get that extra momentum. And I'm using some cooking chopsticks, but you can use just a spatula if you want. And then pull it over back to the other side of the pan where you first started rolling. Okay? And this actually works best with a rectangle omelet pan, but I obviously don't have one of those. We pick up the eggs and we pour in another 1/3 of the liquid. And then we lift up the edge of the cooked egg so that the uncooked mixture can get underneath it, and then it will cook and form into a solid piece. And then once again you roll it just like before, and then you're going to do this one more time with the last bit of the egg. It's not wanting to cooperate very well. Okay, so here we have it. With the last of it's been added and cooked, we flip it over, and you can see it's pretty big by this point. This pan isn't really the right shape or size for doing this at all, but it's the best that I have. Okay, and then you take it over once you have it as flipped as best you can. So I can't get it quite all the way, but that's okay, because here we have a sushi mat wrapped in plastic wrap, and you just put it on there, and you're using the mat to help form it tightly. So if you couldn't get the rest of it wrapped up, it's okay, because you can just wrap it up in the mat. Just press it and squeeze it, but not too hard because you don't want to break it. Okay, and if you don't have a sushi mat, you can use some paper towels or a kitchen towel wrapped in plastic. And then just turn it out onto the cutting board, and wait till it cools was best, but I want to show you real quick. Just slice it, and then you can see how it's all rolled inside. And there you go.